What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back for another Final Order Cutoff Speculation and Recommendation show. In this video, my good friend Al from Golden Age Goodies, his links are down in the description below, put our heads together and scour Final Order Cutoff looking for any books that we think might be worthy of speculating on so that way we can start to make this hobby fund itself. But that's not all we do. Oh no, we also look for any books that we think might be worthy of picking up to read. The ones that are going to have the best stories, the ones that you guys just have to enjoy those amazing freaking stories. And that's what this video is all about. Let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and dive right into our Final Order Cutoff Speculation Reminders. The first reminder that we have for you guys every single week is the biggest and most important, and that is you guys have to do your own research. Al and I are presenting this information to you guys, and what you guys need to do is go check other comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself, because remember, you guys are spending your own hard-earned money on these books, not our money, your money. And the final reminder that we have for you guys is that there are delays with comic books. So sometimes a book will show up multiple times on Final Order Cutoff, and that is because its release date got moved for one reason or another. Alright guys, those are our 2 weekly reminders that we have for you guys every single week. Let's go ahead and find out what days you guys need to get your pre-orders in for this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. If you guys are interested in picking up any of the books that Al and I are going to present to you guys in this video, you guys need to get your pre-orders in by June 25th for your DC Scout and Vault books and June 26th for your Marvel and all the other indie publishers. Alright guys, it is now time to dive right into our Final Order Cutoff cover level picks. This is actually a pretty good week for cover level picks. There's more than just one or two. We actually have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 covers to talk about. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and dive right in. The first one up is Death of Venomverse issue number 1. Now this actually has 2 covers, both for issue number 1, that are done by the same artist, and they are gorgeous. Now these are the Gabriel Del Auto covers. Now if you guys remember, he did very similar covers to the Spider-Verse series when that came out, and those covers go for such a premium because they are so freaking gorgeous. There's actually 2 versions of this. There's the trade dress and the Virgin. The trade dress is going to be your 1 in 10 incentive covers, and they are gorgeous. And then there's the 1 in 50, which are the Virgin, and they are even better in my opinion. But guys, I have it spread right here. It's a mix of both the trade dress and the Virgin. My buddy Al put this together for us. How cool does this look? This looks absolutely freaking amazing. And if you look really close, like my buddy Al did, you will find there are hidden little gems in this image that you guys can pick out. It is so freaking cool, and I love these covers. And guys, let's go ahead and move on to the rest of this list. And the next book up is Amazing Spider-Man issue number 30, the Scotty Young variant. You guys know, if you've been watching this series enough, I say pick up every single Scotty Young cover because you never know when one of these is going to hit. And after that, we have She-Hulk issue number 15, the Jeff DeCall cover. It's Jeff DeCall, guys, on a She-Hulk. Of course I'm going to put it on this list. And after that, we have Red Sonja from 2023. A new volume is kicking off with issue number 1, obviously, and I really like the Jenny Frison cover. Now, there is the cover G, which is a trade dress version, but I also know there is a Virgin. I'm not sure which lettering it is. It might be Z0 or something, or ZO. There's so many covers for this book, but guys, this Jenny Frison cover is gorgeous in my opinion. And after that, we have Batman Beyond Neo-Gothic issue number 1, the cover E, which is the 1 in 50 incentive cover done by Dyke Ruan. Guys, look at this cover and tell me you don't think this is pure fire. Now, I don't think a lot of shops are going to be picking up 50 copies of Batman Beyond Neo-Gothic issue number 1, so I think this cover is going to be a little rare. But come on, this cover is so freaking good. If I can get my hands on this cover, I am going to be so freaking happy. And next one up is Batman Brave and the Bold issue number 3, the Mitch Gerard's cover, which is the cover B. It's an open order, so this book won't be super rare, but guys, come on, that cover is so good. Mitch Gerard crushed it. But I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments below. If you had to pick one cover from all those covers that I just showed you, which one do you think is your cover lover pick spec book of the week? Alright guys, let's go ahead and move over to all the books that have speculation landing on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. We're kicking this list off with our second, third, or fourth prints. Now, I only found 2 books. I could have missed a couple, guys. Let me know down in the comments below if I did miss some, and I will pin those comments to the top. But guys, the first book up is Black Panther issue number 1, the second print. And the other one is Spider-Man India issue number 1, the second print. All right, guys, those are the second prints that I found. Let's go ahead and dive into this list because there are a lot of books that have speculation coming out on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. And the first one up is Big Game issue number 1. Now, you can tell me that this book might not be spec worthy, but this is the big crossover event for Mark Millar's universe. He's crossing over every single book he's ever written into one big event. Now, has that ever happened before, where we get a creator who has his own like little universe, but they've never been connected before, and he puts them all in one big event, especially on an independent? I don't know if that's happened before. Now, I've only been collecting comics since 2005, so maybe that's happened before. Guys, you guys let me know down in the comments below. Has there been a crossover like that before? Because if that has not happened, I think this could be a good spec book. Maybe, just maybe. We just presented the information to you guys. But guys, after that, we have Batman Beyond Neo-Gothic issue number 1 with the first appearance of Kyle, the Cat Boy. You heard me right. Kyle the Cat Boy. Guys, after that we have Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Redder issue number 1 with the first team appearance of the Legion of Doominals. I think it's like supposed to be like Doom Animals, Doominals, get it? And after that we have Hawkgirl issue number 1 with the first appearance of Volpkula, I want to say that's how it's pronounced, a mysterious villain with a powerful connection to the nth metal that makes up Hawkgirl's wings and weapons. That's pretty cool. And after that, we have Night Terrors. That's right. These next bunch of books are all the Night Terror event. Guys, take these books with a grain of salt and do your own research. But guys, Night Terrors Angel Breaker issue number 1 has the first appearance of Nanny Gillo, a legendary slasher. And after that, we have Night Terrors Detective Comics issue number 1 with the first appearance of a trio of nightmarish creatures, one of which is a body infused with the robotic bat suit. Remember the bat suit from Scott Snyder's run? That's such a cool suit. And after that, we have Night Terrors Punchline issue number 1 with the first appearance of a Nightmare Realm version of Batgirl. Is that really your first appearance? Guys, after that we have Night Terrors Superman issue number 1 with the first appearance of the Super Reaper and the introduction to the Nightly Planet. Instead of the Daily Planet, the Nightly Planet. And after that we have Night Terrors Titans issue number 1 with the first appearance of the Terror Titans, different than an earlier team with the same name. And that is all for our Night Terror books, so let's go ahead and dive into the rest of this list with Avengers issue number 3 with the first full team appearance of the Ashen Combine with Lord Inu, Idol, Alabaster, City Smith, The Dead, and Meridian Diadem. Those are all the names. Why are those names so annoying to say? And guys, and after that we have Death of Venomverse issue number 1, which is a 5-issue limited series that sees a powered-up Carnage travel the multiverse on a quest to kill alternate reality Venom characters so that he can become more powerful. And the next book up is Fantastic Four issue number 10. Now there is a little bit of spec inside the book, but there is a backup story which we're going to talk a little bit more about at the end of this. But let me go ahead and give you the spec that's inside the book. The solicitation references a new character who awakens on an empty ship of death that launched thousands of years ago with what remained of a desperate alien race who were attempting to escape their dying sun. Now that is the speculation inside the book. Now there is a variant cover for this book that has some more spec on it, and this variant cover is done by Giuseppe Camicoli. It's a really nice cover, but what you guys need to know is this is the first cover appearance of Cubus Core. Now, Cubist Core is a new character that is in the backup story of this book and also in the backup story of Moon Knight issue number 26. Now, this backup story is done by Jonathan Hickman. It's kicking off his new project at Marvel called Gods, and this backup story is also titled Who Are the Gods? So we're getting Cubist Core, and on Moon Knight issue number 26, we're getting this other character called Dimitri the Science Boy. Those are the two characters introduced to us in the back of this book. So we get two first appearances in both of these books, but we also get these characters' first cover appearance on Fantastic Four issue number 10 and Moon Knight issue number 26. I apologize if that was a little confusing. It was a little confusing for me to say, but that is all the information that I have for you guys. So let's go ahead and move on with this list. We get Magneto issue number 1 with the first appearance of Irie. I want to say that's how it's pronounced, a student of Magneto. And after that, we get Scarlet Witch issue number 7 with the first appearance of the Hex Finder, a new villain. This character's on the cover A, but also on a lot of the variant covers as well. She looks pretty cool. And there's also the first appearance of a new villain, Nelson Gruber, aka the Bookworm. And after that, we have Strange Academy Miles Morales issue number 1. Now, this is the first chapter of a 3-part saga where the kids of Strange Academy are off on a field trip to Miles Morales' hometown, New York City, to throw down against Brooklyn Visions Academy in a multiversal math brawl. A mysterious new villain crashes the Mathelix. The students of Strange Academy must team up with Miles Morales to put a stop to his plots. That sounds pretty cool, but is that good speculation? Guys, let me know down in the comments below. All right, guys, we got 3 more books. We got Venom issue number 23. Now, this could be a pretty important book because we are reintroducing Toxin, the latest and a terrifying version of this character, but we also have the first appearance of a new symbiote. What could this be? Could this be a very important character like Spider-Boy? Well, this book has been publicized for a while that it is going to be important, and a lot more people have put in orders for this book because of that reason, but there's going to be a lot of really good high ratio variants. So guys, make sure you guys are keeping an eye out on those high ratios because obviously those are going to be more rare. And then if this character is important and they show up on a cover of those high ratios, guys, those will be the books that you guys want to go after. But guys, the next book up is What If Dark Venom issue number 1 with the solicitation references the witness of a birth of a brand new Venom. But this is a what if. Is that new Venom going to be important? I'm not sure. And guys, the final book on this list is X-Men issue number 25. Kitty Pryde takes on the new persona of Shadowcat. She's kind of like a ninja. Wah, wah, wah. Guys, those are all the books on this week's Final Order Cutoff Speculation list. Guys, I'm going to come right back with my spec picks of the week. After going over that list one more time, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to be super honest, I don't think any of the books that have speculation are really good spec books. I'm not going to be dumping a lot of money into any of these books. But if I had to spend some money, or I had to pick a book on this list that I thought was the best book for speculation, I would take a look at those cover lover picks because, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I think covers are becoming more and more important to the spec game. Really good art on a good cover helps a book sell so much more. I'm just gonna go ahead and give one example. Guys, the 1 in 50 for Spider-Punk issue number 1 does really well on the secondary market, and I'm gonna be honest, that book sucked. I read the whole entire series and it was not a good series. I didn't enjoy it at all, but the cover art on the 1 in 25 and on the 1 in 50 is absolutely fantastic. They are great representations of Spider-Punk, and that's why those books do well on the secondary market, because of the cover art, not because that is the first solo series for Spider-Punk. Now, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my picks for this week's spec picks of the week. I'm going to say Death of the Spider-Verse, the Gabriel Del Auto, 1 in 50 and 1 in 10. If you guys can get yourself a copy of those books, I think that'd be pretty decent. There's some okay spec in there because it's kicking off that whole Death of the Venomverse. Carnage is going around. There's going to be a first appearance in issue number 2, so that's going to be even more important. But guys, the artwork on these books are so good. The 1 in 50s are the ones you guys really want to target, but if you don't have that much money, go after those 1 in 10s. Now, the other cover that I really like, and I think a lot of Batman fans are gonna go crazy about, is Batman Beyond Neo Gothic issue number 1, the 1 in 50 done by Dyke Ruan. I think this cover is absolutely fantastic. I haven't seen a Batman Beyond cover that looks like this, that looks this amazing before in my life. Now, have I seen every single Batman Beyond cover? No, I haven't. But this one right here is freaking amazing. And I think a lot of other Batman fans are going to agree. And guys, like I said, when I was presenting this cover to you guys during the cover lever section, I don't think a lot of shops are going to be ordering 50 copies of Batman Beyond Neo Gothic issue number 1. So I think this cover is going to be a little harder to get, which is going to make it more rare, which is going to make people want it even more. Alright guys, those are my spec picks of the week. Now, I did not have time to go over to New Comic Book Day for next week and pick out any covers that I thought might do well on the secondary market. So we're going to close out this video with my final order cutoff recommendations to read. Alright guys, there is one book that I saw on Final Order Cutoff that I thought looked really interesting. It kind of looked like Stray Dogs a little bit, but as you read a little bit more, it's nothing like Stray Dogs at all. It sounds even cooler in my opinion, but I didn't read Stray Dogs. I just read the synopsis. So you guys can go ahead and yell at me down in the comments below for not reading Stray Dogs. But guys, check out this book right here. It is called Scrapper, and this is the first issue of a 6-issue miniseries. It's written by Cliff Belinsky, I want to say that's how it's pronounced, and Alex DeCampi, and art by Sandy Jarrell, and this cover right here is done by Juan Ferreira. Guys, this miniseries sounds so freaking cool. Let me go ahead and read the synopsis to you guys. Game design genius Cliff Belinsky, I want to say that's pronouncing that right, and he worked on Gears of War and Fortnite, makes his comic debut with critically acclaimed writer Alex DeCampi, who worked on Dracula, Mother Effer, and Parasocial, and fan favorite artist Sandy Jarrell, who worked on Bombshells and Lynx. Now let's go ahead and dive into what this book is going to be about. Blade Runner style action mixes with big emotion as Stray Dog, Scrapper, and his buddy Tank fight for justice against the totalitarian forces of a post-apocalyptic doomed city. But when the fight comes to his home, Scrapper must face losing what's most important to him and gain a terrifying truth in the process. Don't worry, Mom, the dog doesn't die. Guys, that just sounds really freaking cool. I will have shown some preview pages during that synopsis, and I just think this book sounds really freaking cool. I'm really excited for this book, and I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you think that sounds really cool? Is this not as cool as Stray Dogs because you guys read Stray Dogs and this just doesn't sound as cool? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright guys, that is it for this week's Final Order Cutoff Speculation and Recommendations video. Let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Alright guys, that is it for another Final Order Cutoff Speculation and Recommendations video. If you guys are still watching right now, you guys know exactly what you are. You guys are legends. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. Now, if you guys enjoyed that video and you guys enjoy comic content, but you guys are not subscribed, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notification, and smash that like button. That's right, guys. Make sure you guys are smashing that like button. We're not getting enough likes on this video. I'm getting like 1,000 views on this video right here, but only 100 of you are hitting the like button. Let's see if we can get to 150. Maybe I'll do a giveaway next week. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on Tuesday with my Wednesday pull list video. Have yourself a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.